Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF quick look at video. So today we're looking at the brand new Thermaltake P5 wall mountable case. Now, if you were tuned in for Computex this year, you would have seen this around the Thermaltake booth. It's the sort of the case that has a flat back and you sort of mount your equipment sort of on the backing. Now, it's not the huge one they had on display. This is their more mid-tower size, and the dimensions come in at 608 by 333 by 570. So it's not the tallest of cases, but it's certainly going to be interesting to see once I actually get this together and to see how sort of large it actually is. So this is exactly how it comes out of the box, straight like this. You can see it's not very thick at all, going by that. There are some stages to get this together to actually get it to its final form. So what I'm going to do now is pull it apart if I can. It seems to want to fall over. I'm going to open this up now and see what we got. So I haven't even actually seen this sort of built yet firsthand. I'm assuming these are going to be the feet. It can also freestand as well. So I'm just going to get this gear out. Alright, so some of the other features for this, it's got a nice transparent window. That should look pretty sweet, and this here actually weighs quite a bit. I'm interested to see what's in there. That's pretty heavy. So the dry base for this is accessible 1 3.5 or 2.5 inch, and then the hidden dry bays are 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch as well. I might need to, that might be it. I'm trying to. Alright, so if I just take this bit out like this, alright, so we got the clear window is on the back here, so just let me take that out now. Now it is plexi or some sort of acrylic, so it's not tempered glass or anything, so that's just the side panel there, and you would take this protective covering off. Now the reason why they haven't done it on glass is it's going to save on weight and it's going to save on costs as well. Now I don't know the price of this one yet, but I do believe it is going to be relatively cheap, so you're not going to be looking at the $500-600 mark for this case. Alrighty, so if I stand that up like that, that is roughly how the system is going to look. So once you mount everything on, I believe these are your slots here. So you have a little an area that comes out and your video cards slot in this way. Then your power supply goes somewhere, your motherboard goes on here, and then you got nice rail for a radiator. So we've actually got a nice white, we've got to send a few of these nice white Thermaltake ones. So I'm going to mount one here, show off the different color contrast. So it can take looks like you could even put a 480 up on there. We'll have a look and see what it says for radiator support on the left side. They say left side. I'd be inclined to think that's the right side. Yeah, because it only says the left side. It can take a 480 or a 420. So yeah, you can see the different sizes, but I'm interested to see why they say the left side rather than the right side. But anyway, that's the only place for your radiator support. Fan support, once again, it says the left side, but I'm going to say right side. 4 120s or the 3 140s, and then your motherboard will support ATX, micro, and mini ITX. And CPU cooler height, 180 millimeters. I guess if you're going to get this case, you're probably going to be water cooling it to show off your sick little system. But I'm going to quickly throw this together. So all I can assume is you're going to have some little sort of rods that's come out here, and that's going to give you the width, and then your plexi is going to go on the front, and then I'll put the feet on as well, and we'll see how it looks. Alrighty guys, so I've actually got the whole system together. Now this experience was a really fun job. It was really simple to put together. The instructions were done really well, and there wasn't really too much to actually put together. So you had to put the power supply mount together, which is down the bottom. So that was quite basic. You just have the front bit or the back bit the power supply screws into. Then you just have this little cover which can be adjusted to different lengths depending on which power supply you use. Then after that, I moved on to adding the sort of the PCI Express holder. Now what I really like about this is it can go two ways. You can have it the way that I've done it now, so you can fit 2 video cards. It has support for 2 video cards. You just need to order a second PCI extender. but you can do it like this, where your video cards come out on a sort of horizontal plane like this, and you can really see them if you've got a nice block. Or you can do it this other way, which you can see here, where they're rotated 90 and they go straight into your motherboard the more traditional way. So I really do like it where you have the two options like that. I might actually undo this plexi sort of cover. So after that, you don't have to do it in this exact order. You can, this is the order I did it. Then you can add this. This is a hard drive bracket. So this is the only visible one you get. Now this just simply clips in, and then you put the one screw up the top. Now that'll hold either an SSD or a 3.5-inch standard hard drive. And then you've also got the 3 on the back, which I'll show you in a tick. And what I also like is I like the quality and the sort of construction of it all. So everything that screws into the motherboard has more than enough screw holes to secure it in, and it also has little slits and little guides. So things like the bracket here slots in. Same with your PCI Express sort of brackets, they slot in, and with the power supply one, they slot in and then they screw in, which is really nicely. Then I added the really nice sort of bars that hold the screen on. They're really sort of solid. I'll probably say they're stainless steel, so they were a really nice addition. And I also like that you get, I've just got this sitting here, that you get a dedicated reservoir. This would be a pump bracket to stand a pump on, or as I've got the res and pump combo. And they've also got little areas along the back here if you want to use the brackets that reservoirs have. So you can have a bracket there and a rack bracket there. You can have a freestanding reservoir. So that's really nice there. And then you've got this really nice rad mount that runs all the way from the top just about to the bottom, and you just fix that in from the back. So I really like how everything was laid out. Once I opened the packages, there was actually quite a few boxes. As you can see there, you had the rail, the sort of the brackets that were there. You had the boxes with all the screws, the boxes for this bit and then that bit, and then also the pump sort of mount as well. And then you had the feet as well. The feet are really nice, solid feet. They actually screw in 4 places on that side and 4 places that side, so that's really nice as well. But another area that I was really surprised was the back of the case. To wall mount this uses standard VESA and LCD mounting. I really like that. They haven't gone off and you've had to sort of come up with your own holes or something like that. So as you can see here, standard VESA mounting, as you can see with the standard bracket I have there, same screw holes, and then you can use the outer screw holes to install just a standard LCD bracket. Say you go to like a hardware shop and you buy just a standard $50 wall mount bracket. You just put the rails on, and as you can see, I've just ripped my TV off that I've got in my review area here, and I've mounted the P5 straight onto the wall mount there. So that's pretty sweet that you can do that. I was really happy with that. The only thing that I don't like is you can see how the bracket extends further than the actual case. So the only thing I would have liked is maybe I'm not sure how, but it really comes down to the bracket if you can buy a smaller bracket, but there's nothing really Thermaltake could have done with that. And the bracket I've got it sitting on here is a full twist. It can sort of rotate and turn different angles. So if you had this mounted sort of above your desk, it'd be really sweet because you can position it, angle it. The bracket I've got can even pull out. You could work on it and then you can push it back once you're done. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll turn this around and then we'll have a look on sort of the rear of the case and see what we have there. Okay, so here's the rear of the case. Not too much going on here, but you can really see a better look at how the actual VESA mounting works. And it's good that it doesn't just go on the side panel that covers this. It actually goes through the side panel and screws straight into the case. And this is a real strong steel sort of fabrication here. So you're not going to have any bending or flexing once the case is on the wall or on the bracket. Now, these are your standard Thermaltake, sort of your traditional sliding bays. They're just connected by one screw at the top. You just undo that, they come out, and they're just your standard toolless design. You just snap in a hard drive, or you have to screw in an SSD in each one. So that's really nice that they got 3 there. And then you got your area for, you can even put the fans, I guess, on this side if you want. So you could really do a push-pull setup, the fans on the outside and the fans on the inside. That'd be really nice. And then all the rest is just there for cable management, which is plenty of room because there'd be at least about 1.5 inches of room behind this tray, a lot more than you get on your on your standard cases. Now moving on to the front of the front sort of I/O on the case. So you get your standard power button, your USB 3.0, you get 2 of those, and then moving down you get your standard USB 2.0, and then you got your headphones, your microphone, and your reset button there as well, so that's nicer. And then you got your 2 little LEDs, your hard drive, and your power up the top. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick sort of showcase on this case, because it is brand new. I'm not sure if anyone really has this yet. So at the moment I'm really impressed, just the way that everything's laid out. A lot of thought has gone into this, especially with everything you can add to it. I really do like the instruction guide. It's very simple, but it works good. I really like the options for mounting it. You can stand it like this, you can mount it. It even comes with these 4 feet, so you can screw on the back like so. So if you want to even lie it down like a home theater case, I'm not sure too many people would do that, but it's still an option. So I just like the way they've given you a heap of options with this case, and the quality of the material is quite nice. It's not like real cheap flexi sort of flexi material. It's a nice sort of steel. I don't think any of it is aluminium. It's just a nice black steel, but these are nice stainless steel sort of bars really do make it look nice. And one more thing that I do like it, how they've given the front panel is just acrylic. It's a nice thick bit of acrylic. And now I do like this option, because I guess this case is designed for sort of custom, sort of modders, people who are into water cooling, and having this cheaper alternative front panel gives you options for modding. It allows you to put fan holes if you want. You could mount things onto it. You could even get a laser etched image onto it. So if you want to build a display case, it just gives you more options instead of having a solid tempered glass side panel. But yeah, it might not look as nice, but it's certainly going to cost a lot cheaper, and you got more options to do with it. And you do have the ability that if this does crack or scratch, all you have to do is get the dimensions, and you could literally make another one of these yourself. All it is a square with 4 holes in it. Like, it's not really going to be too much of an issue if it gets scratched or cracked or anything. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be doing a build in this. If you're heading down to EV Games Expo down in Sydney in a few weeks' time, this will be on display. I'll do a pretty sick rigid system with the new RGB ring fan, so I'll have all that in there, and I'll probably have 1 or 2 video cards, and I'm not sure with the motherboard yet. But yeah, I just want to thank Thermaltake for sending this out, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time.